several days ago. Last week I made some last week though. I made 5 videos last week, but two of those were short and three of those were longer videos. But anyways, let's get to it. Um, let's get to it. Game of the Year awards was rigged, despite Tekken 8 winning Fighting Game of the Year, because Street Fighter 6 won Game of the Year last year. Won Fighting Game of the Year last year because Capcom had an immediate impact. As far as the game was good ball character creation, but Tekken 8 won this year's Fighting Game of the Year. I wasn't surprised. I already guessed that right. And that damn if I wasn't right, damn if I wasn't right. Tekken 8 got done in the clutch as well. Yeah, they had Clyde Redfield from Final Fantasy 16 as well, but I can tell you what games that Shortson left out for Game of the Year was. I can tell you what games that Shortson left out. Because Elden Ring Child of Earth didn't win nothing this year, as far as DLC for the Game of the Year. And Jeff Geoff Wrigley, or whatever how you say his name, Mr. Wrigley, uh, Jeff Keighley, that's his name, Jeff Keighley. He rigged the Game of the Year awards because he didn't want any Xbox games to win. A few Xbox games won the Game of the Year. As far as best card game was Boruto, that card game that's on Game Pass Ultimate, and Core and Standard, that one Game of the Year for best card game. If that was the case, why didn't mention the Yu-Gi-Oh games for Game of the Year? Knowing Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duels has been out since 2018. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duels, that's been out since 2016, 2017. And why didn't mention Link Evolution? Link Evolution was out for almost 5 years now, almost going on 6 years now. Why didn't mention those games best card games of all time? And not only that, they even mentioned Strong and Challenge Generation for Game of the Year. They left that out. And yeah, I know the game wasn't 6 months old, but they could have considered that Game of the Year for best Indian best platformer. Because Sega's gotten it done in the clutch. I knew Metaphor was going to win Game of the Year. Obviously, I already knew that. I didn't guess that, obviously. I already knew that because, like I said, so it was a lot of games that were left out for Game of the Year, counting the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, and Song of Shadow Generation, and Black Ops. Black Ops didn't win nothing, which I was not surprised about. I was definitely surprised about that because games have been out for 6 months yet, but it probably will be a Game of the Year game going into next year. It sure should win Game of the Year next year. It better, shit. The multiplayer is fantastic on Call of Duty Black Ops 6, The Mario Prestige 3 now, so going Prestige 4 now, so like I said, the Game of the Year awards, Jeff Keighley, he rigged them. Yeah, Tekken 8 won Fight Game of the Year, just like Street Fighter 6 won last year's Fight Game of the Year. And Tekken 8 won Fight Game of the Year this year. Not surprising. Sorry, Dragon Ball Sparkles, because that game was rushed. It will probably be a Game of the Year Fight Game of the Year kind of going into next year once the game becomes 6 months old and everybody plays online on it. So like I said, reason I wanted to talk about this topic, because this year's Game Award was rigged despite Tekken 8 winning Fighting Game of the Year. There's a lot of games that could have won a Song of Shadow Generation. But hell, all three Yu-Gi-Oh! Games could have won Game of the Year. As far as best card game, I don't know if all three of them was going to win, but either one could have won that over Barato. No offense to Microsoft. I play on Microsoft, but anyways, once I get my PS4 back, which is not that long from now, right into New Year's Eve, all I got to do is get the external hard drive, install my games on my save data pretty much, and put my backup accounts on there, my main PSN account and my backup accounts on there, my royalty account, console wars account, and my Super Nintendo account on PSN on there. And all I'm leaving off is the Heat ones because the one's gonna stay idle because I haven't been on that one in over 3 years. But anyways, back to the topic. But there was a lot of games that could have won Game of the Year, counting Dead or Alive. That short should have won Game of the Year several years ago. As far as Dead or Alive 6, I know it didn't. A lot of people say that game didn't do too well, but that could have been Game of the Year as well. A Fighting Game of the Year can as well. It's been out for almost, 4 or 5 years, almost 6 years now. They could have considered 5 from 2020, 2022 game of the year, or they could have considered 5 as a fighting game of the year. You know, it might not impact like Capcom as far as Street Fighter and Tekken was concerned, but it could at least got Dead or Alive. I could have got Dead or Alive. I could have got Game of the Year, Fighting Game of the Year award consideration, but it didn't. Hell, Dead or Alive 6 should have got Fighting Game of the Year back in 2022, 2023. Because it's been out for almost 6 years now. They didn't even mention that one because it's Komu. It's not Capcom and Bandai Namco Entertainment America, despite it Bandai Namco Entertainment dealing with its issues. But as far as some of the studios they're still shutting down. Not studio shut down, but their games are crashing because they came with a popular game since Sparkling Zero and Tekken 8, obviously. It's counting Tekken 9 continues, obviously. There's a lot of games that could have won Game of the Year. A lot of them. Hell, they could have mentioned, hell, they could have considered Persona 5 Round to be Game of the Year because that game's been out for a year now. They didn't even mention that one. Jack Kirby read the game awards guy. He really rigged it. You know, it was the Game of the Year awards was 4 hours long. I saw the whole thing, obviously. And yeah, Tekken 8, I already knew that was on the win fighting Game of the Year because Sparkle Zero wasn't out for 6 months yet. But it'll be a fighting Game of the Year can't go into next year's game. It'll depend if Jeff Kiwi doesn't rig next year's Game of the Year, which I hope not. Because we got Ninja Gaiden Dragon Blood coming out soon. Double Dragon Bravado coming out soon. Steampunk 2027 coming out soon. Gears of War E-Day coming out soon. The new Xbox console for 2026 coming out soon. Which is the all digital console for that one too. That one's going one of the consoles for that particular project for that's going to be 2 terabytes as far as all digital. And the other one's going to be 4 terabytes as well. They're probably going to charge more for that 4 terabyte all digital one. But anyways, see what other games are coming out this year? MLB The Show 2025 and 2026, NBA 2K26, including the All-Star Edition, the Deluxe Edition, and the whole thing is going to have Derrick Rose, Patella, and Blake Griffin on that one. And the women's one's probably going to have Kevin Clark and Angel Reese on the young faces of the WNBA right now. What else? It's coming out this year. Next year, I meant. Yeah, Dead or Alive 7, once that comes out, you know, it's a year or two away. Witcher 4 new saga begins. It was another game that was coming out, but that was from Naughty Dog. I forgot the name of the game. I know what the name of the game. I think it's called Hypnospace. You know, the game might flop. It's a positive might fucking might not sell well, but anyways, that's coming out soon. A lot of games coming out from Microsoft this year. And Sony this year to some extent, but they don't got the first parties. And they're dealing with another lawsuit on their hands. A $200 million. So you add all the money they lost from last year and this year, they lost over $1.6 billion in the past year and a half from games flopping and games not being finished entirely or being rushed out, period. So they lost all that money, unfortunately. But yeah, there's a lot of games that short should won't get here. Hell, they short should have considered the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games for best card game. They short should have considered Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge for Game of the Year. That game's been out for almost a few years now. They sure should consider that for best indie and platformer. That game was fantastic when I finished it on Game Pass. I already finished it, obviously, but it was fantastic. The only reason why I didn't get it on Sony, in particular, because that discount was hefty. I just waited until it gets lower, obviously. I'll buy that game and finish it again on Sony. You know, my main account, my other PSN accounts, but anyways. Still getting that game, though. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's. I've actually liked that game because it was Konami. Digital entertainment, obviously. I actually like that. I'll probably buy it on Sony once the price gets lower. But anyways. Because the $14.99 they was charging for it when they had the previous discount, that was too hefty. So I just wait until the price gets lower, obviously, to get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. But anyways. Like I was saying, this year's Game of the Year was rigged, guys. No joke. One game that did impress was technically Frost Fighting Game of the Year. And I didn't even mention MLB The Show 2024. They didn't even mention what's the other game? They didn't even mention NBA 2K24. And that game's been out for a couple years now. Not exactly a couple years, almost a year and a half now. Almost 2 years now. Hell, they didn't even mention what was the other games that I mentioned? Um I didn't even mention Persona 3 Reloaded as a game of the year. And that game's been out for 6 months now. Persona 3 Reloaded. Didn't even mention Persona 5 Tactical. Didn't even mention Persona 5 Royale, and that's been out for 6 years. Didn't even mention Persona 5 Royale, and that's been out for a couple years. So a lot of games they left out. That Jeff Keighley left out only because he wanted to bash Microsoft because they didn't want Microsoft to sweep the Game of the Year awards. And that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair, man. That wasn't fair, man. Seriously. There's a lot of games that could have won Game of the Year. A lot of games. It's not even fair, man. Game of the Year awards were, Tekken 8, like I said, Tekken 8 won Game of the Year, fighting Game of the Year. I was not surprised. I guessed that right. Because Tekken's gotten it done in the clutch. But we need to talk. I told you we need to talk about these console wars too. I told you onto this too. Because the gaming industry is changing as a whole. And the Game Year was not the same as it was in 2014 and now. Well, 2023 and now. 2024 probably was the worst year for the Game of the Year awards, to be honest. Because the Game of the Year awards was rigged. Despite Tekken 8 wouldn't fight Game of the Year, obviously. So like I said, there's a lot of games coming out for Microsoft next year as well. And like I said, it was at the start of the decade-long console. I know people said Microsoft lost the console. I said true, but not true. Because if that was the case, John would have never got Xbox Series. My uncle John would have never got Xbox Series X. All digital. And he got it. When did he get it? Like a couple weeks ago. He had it for a couple weeks now. Almost a few weeks now. Anyways, he already has it now. But my Uncle John will be getting PS5, OG PS5 all digital. Now we get my PS4 back. So that way I can put my PSN accounts on there. My royalty one, my main one, my Super Nintendo one, my console one. I'm only going to leave all of it's the Heat one of the Heat ones because that one's come out because I haven't been on that one since 2020 from what it said. I was almost 5 years now, but anyways. So like I said, guys, the Game of the Year awards could have been much better. Like it was last year's Game of the Year was more superior because it wasn't rigged. So don't worry, guys. I'll have my PS4 back soon. Not that long from now, going into the new year. Cause I gotta put this other 75 to the side, or I put the first part of the 150 to the side to get PS4, and I just gotta put the other part to the side. Then I make my PS4 return, obviously. Once I had to determine what then I'm going to either Amazon or eBay. I think I'm going to get it off of eBay because the delivery is much more faster than Amazon because Amazon takes a day or two, depending on the vendor, from what my uncle told me. But anyways, this year's Game of the Year awards could have been much better. It was, if I gave it a rating, it's a Heaven and Hell rating because despite taking a win fight Game of the Year and for the several multiplayer one Game of the Year, obviously, some games that were left out were robbed of the Game of the Year awards. So, like I said, Jack Kelly did not help his cause on the Game of the Year awards either. Now, I know a lot of people gonna ask me what game I'm gonna play now on PS4 once I get my PS4 back during New Year's Eve. It's probably gonna be the games I brought, the platforms that I brought from this year and last year first. Clamp the S-Mode, make sure I plan out Bricks Part 2. All the S-Mode games I got for mostly for the discounts, but intended. Make sure I finish the head-to-head, or plan out the remaining head games, and finish the head-to-head I won't be able to plan that out, obviously, because it balls the head-to-head trophy, but it'll be finished. That's what matters. Um, I know a lot of people ask how I get all those platinums because when I was watching S Mobile trailers for those games, honestly, once I got watched S Mobile trailer, I got hooked on those games. So I started at the bottom. And once I bought them and saw what they looked like, I actually enjoyed them. But that's asking questions pretty much. So, make sure you have me on PSN, Explorer 2, Furry Kingdom, also got Ichi 4, Super Nintendo 64, and Chun-Li Ichi as well. But that account I'm not playing on for a little bit, obviously, for a good while, obviously, because I haven't been on it since 2020 as far as that account is concerned. So I'll be that account on PSN for now. Make sure you have me on Explorer 2, Furry Kingdom, also got Ichi 4, and Chun-Li Ichi as well, and also Furry Kingdom as well. Make sure you have me on TikTok, Lil Queen 4. Subscribe to me on YouTube, SS for Sony Forever. SS for Sony Podcast, Roll Hutch 6, Roll Hutch Podcast, nickname under it. Reyes Power 8, Reyes Power 8, nickname under it. News Hutch 1, the channel that I started thanks to Wave. Inspired me to make the last YouTube channel for News Hutch 1, News Hutch 1, nickname under it as well. But okay, guys, I end the video right there. But again, the year awards was rigged, obviously, because a lot of games they could have added to kind of the best card games of all time. They left a lot out, guys. Plus, certain games are concerned. Yeah, this is